Oh. We're gonna start out in the east sector, guys.
Got my 1200 wood here. I'm over here as well.
Well, backseaters. That was an interesting conclusion to the fair. Two parties were arrested for assault. Actually, one or two of them spit on officers, which is illegal now, and another one assaulted. One of the two actually struck the officer, but they're both arrested for assault 4. Because of the communicable diseases, you can't actually spit on an officer. But her behavior was out of line. You saw, for the most part, everybody's behavior was good. There's always a couple.
Seems without fail.
Yeah. And then, of course, you saw the young group of kids follow loudly, and that's not unusual in my experience. It's a little terrifying for people that aren't familiar with that particular tactic of yelling and screaming and videotaping. But all it took was one officer maced one guy in the lead that was in danger of interfering with the arrest. You can see, and the crowd dispersed. So
just like that.
Yeah. Only one person got maced. But the crowd of 150 said, I don't want to get maced tonight. It's really not that much fun.
No, it's not.
So, thank you to all the backseaters that came over and greeted us today. That was amazing. Oh, I'm not tired. That's not a yawn. But was definitely was an interesting fair experience. You can see our Somali team. I'll introduce you to the whole team tomorrow, but we have a team of Somali deputies, correctional officers, and community service officers that did a great job. You know, obviously my theory is to engage and talk to people and you neutralize some of the negative. But it's not really a theory, Pat, because we've been doing it for 40 years.
Exactly.
But they did a nice job, didn't they?
Oh, they did an amazing job. I really did. I like all those guys.
Yeah, Deputy John Mashine, he's special. He did a really, really nice job out there. I mean, they're all really good, but he has some PR communication skills that...
He's got a very, very pleasant manner about him.
We are going to... I'm sure we'll have a number of Somali kids there tomorrow. Saturday last year was one of the largest attendance. But, you know, hey, the more we get to know each other in this world, this is the thing, folks.
It's key.
I spent a lot of years studying Somali history, but the more we get to know each other, the better. I mean, prejudice really is, in part, ignorance.
Exactly. That doesn't sound happy.
No, that didn't sound good. We're going to go back and see what's going on there, folks. I'm not going to give us away yet, but we hear some swearing and screaming. Oh, somebody's screaming. Yeah, it's the fucking cops.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Right here. Right here. And I'm gonna fix and call the police on you.
Is this a yelling match or a physical?
Hey, let me tell you something.
Well, just
This bitch right right here.
Well, okay, Miss.
You're not gonna
Why don't
fuck with me.
Why don't
'Cause
you
I'm a
step
grown
back? Why don't
motherfucking
you step
woman,
back
I
and
know
I'll
what
talk to
problem
her?
is.
Step
You
back.
at the fucking bar, and
Step-
you're not gonna mistreat me any kind of motherfucker.
Hey!
Lock her
Both
ass
of you
up.
knock it off. Step away.
I'm a mother.
Yeah, but step away.
I'm a grandmother. Fuck you.
Nah,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
you get in between
You
them.
don't
That's
fuck
fine.
with me. No, you don't fuck
Huh?
with me. I'm gonna lock your ass up.
Well, we're gonna embarrass both of you.
That's not very nice.
Hey! Come on. Hey, why don't you take, sir? Why don't you take one of them away? Well, you. Why don't you stop yelling?
Guys all ride together.
That's mama and daughter.
Well, so what? Stop
Mama and
yelling.
You all came together.
She's trying to take our mama home.
Well, she shouldn't.
My mama drinking.
Stop
She's trying to take
yelling.
her home.
Fuck that bitch.
Period.
Did they come together?
No, that's her mother. She's trying to make sure she's okay. You hear me? She's just trying to get her home.
Better get him,
She drinking.
That's honorable.
Better get him. Better get him. No, I'm your mama. I'll put your ass behind bars too, bitch. I'll beat your ass. You better get him. Put her ass in jail.
When I can stop worrying about you.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I put your back
Hey, y'all remember the Payne Avenue Parade? This is it. This is the Payne Avenue Parade.
These mama and daughter, they always fussing when they get together and everything. You know,
Yeah,
I always tell them, no, don't y'all hang together.
Well,
Next time they hang together,
can't they just go their separate ways? Were they drinking here or what?
yeah. I'm gonna take her home and everything.
Who are you taking home, Mama?
I'm gonna take Mama home.
Will you
and
please do
everything.
that?
please.
So she got a twin sister and everything. I'm gonna drop them off at home.
Here, I got a present for you.
Who, me?
Yeah. There. You like Subway or McDonald's?
I like home cooking.
Well, Subway's closer. Here's
It's my favorite,
here's
not
a
my
bunch
me.
of gift cards.
All right.
Take her home. Take her
Y'all
home.
gotta
eh?
be safe, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
You
Thank
bet.
you.
I was
Thank
Marine
you.
Corps 6 years.
Thank you. God
Thank you.
bless.
My goodness.
We did not actually witness any assault, folks. That would trigger some type of response, but we did not.
That guy who brought him is going to try and get her and her sister to go
But
with him
can
home.
can I talk to both of you for a minute? All right. So I don't know who's yelling at who, but on the surface, you look like a nice young lady.
That's my mom. Yeah.
I know
that's
you
my
look.
mom.
You look like a nice young lady. You look like you have a future. But if you guys get into a fight and start assaulting each other, you're going to end up going to jail. That's not good for your future, right? And if you're both fighting with each other, you're both going to go for domestic assault. And you'll be in the jail all weekend, right? We don't want to do that. So how are you getting home?
I'm driving my own.
But where's your car?
That way.
We Uber.
Where we were just work?
We're Uber.
Well-
The one is just like this.
Well, I just want you to get out of here without having a fight.
Yeah.
no, we Uber.
You seem like you're perfectly fine to drive to
Fine.
me.
No, we
Perfectly
Uber.
fine.
No,
Well, we don't care if you
I'm,
drive.
no, I'm perfectly fine.
You're-
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with me.
No, we're.
You see who's irate? It's her.
Yeah.
She's irate.
So
Well,
what you should do is just hop in your car and
I
go.
am.
And by the way, why is she irate?
Because she said something, I addressed it, and so that made her irate.
It's mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Blood.
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, but,
we can't leave until one of you is
I
gone.
get it.
no, we're leaving.
Thank you.
Well, you keep them apart, okay?
Yeah.
You might end up arresting a couple yet. Hey, shut up!
My daughter.
Shut up!
My daughter. Fuck her.
Sound good? Step back.
You know what? Disrespect me out here.
I just want your life.
I don't blame you.
I just want I got the same truck like you.
She is.
But now that I found everybody goodbye. I always know.
Yeah, I don't normally employ the shut up line, but once in a while it
worked.
It works better than. Hey, what's going on, bud?
A sticker?
I don't know if we got any left.
We don't have any left.
I got something better though.
Yeah, let me get it.
I got something
yeah,
better
he's
for
got
you.
something better.
I got a McDonald's gift card for you, mister.
Thank you, sir.
God bless
You're
you.
welcome. Take care.
Oh, that's what they do. They.
Grenade company.
I got the same fucking truck, so.
I'm like, girl, you know I put some blue lights on my truck.
Right.
Like, I put some blue lights on my truck. That's me out. I
Hey.
got them in the inside, but you don't need to put so much because when you
Why are
drive.
they walking up the street instead of getting in?
They said he said they're gonna call an Uber.
And she said she was perfectly fine to drive.
Well, I think she's okay.
She
Well,
seemed
that car was. They were unraked. They were getting into that car, I think.
That's what I thought.
Well, there's Darren finally. Well, finally you're here. Jesus, criminy. We needed someone to rescue us. Were you listening to any of that? I finally had to go with the old-fashioned shut up. So, the daughter and her boyfriend are walking that way. The mom is being counseled over here by the side of the building. The daughter seems sober. The mom seems obviously drunk. If you just want to go check with she's in an orange jumpsuit with her boyfriend, just see if they have a plan to get out of here. Thanks.
366. Simple for medics. Males, semi-conscious. Said he took his medication, all of it.
If I do like my mama goes to one day I was just talking. And I was just talking. And my mama thought I was like, I'm for bears, I'm for everybody. They gotta get the fuck up.
You know, part of me
3 Central, you cancel any of this, but
understands
I mean, it's not on.
how she might have ended up that way. Oh, so that says the vehicle is taken now, huh? Dark gray
Okay.
Kia Forte.
That's why these people
Three
all
suspects.
zombie.
Backseaters were looking for Foxtrot Bravo Yankee 619. 2020 dark gray Kia Forte.
But if you on drugs,
It's taken at gunpoint up in Shoreview.
They're good. They're walking home.
yeah.
So they're good.
All right.
I get raised
You
right.
got it?
Oh,
I
no.
got it. Thank you. You do have one. You have a scan on there or what?
Oh, I did.
That's all right.
I did have scan.
I don't care.
I'm going to get rid of it. Because if you're on Intel, I don't need to be.
Before you put it aside and say, Mom, let's go, let's talk about it. You don't do it in a But that's still her mother. You're okay, that's your mother.
All right then.
Our generation
Okay.
is bad.
Sir! Hold on.
There's a siren going somewhere. Check it out. Maybe it's that fire.
What's up, buddy?
How are
How you doing?
Good
to see ya.
Thank you, Mohammed. You still want to talk to whoever that was, or should we get the hell out of here?
That was him.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, this car's lights came on while we were talking to him. Originally. Remember when I pulled up?
Yep.
The Durango's lights flashed on, and I thought they were in the car. Well then,
Maybe they were just locking it.
well, it's Mother-Daughter Day.
I'm telling you.
Mother-Daughter Day. Mother-Daughter Day. I don't know. We didn't see the daughter mistreating the mother at all, but we definitely heard the mother. Well, there's a few backseaters out here waving to us. Well, anyhow, back to the state fair. Interesting basketball. A lot of people at the basketball hoops trying to win those stuffed animals.
There were some guys making some good shots.
One basket you win. 2 baskets you win bigger. 3 you win the biggest. Huh?
Yep.
Bragging rights with the 3rd one. Bragging rights. But greatest part about that video is just watching community engagement. There's only one other Somali officer there, and he's from Coon Rapids. And 2 months ago, he worked for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The pay scale in Ramsey County isn't as good as other departments. Other departments are given raises to try to recruit, just like Minneapolis did. And we have a little bit of a problem there, salary-wise. We're going to bring the salary issue to the county board, try to get it adjusted, just like Minneapolis did. St. Paul and Minneapolis got big pay raises now starting next year.
Yeah, they do.
Pat, are you having some trouble over there?
Nope.
Do you need an erector set or something? Or remember those erector sets we used to buy?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you can get the metal ones anymore. Probably too many kids poke their eyes out with them.
Yeah, probably.
Now everything's plastic. It's plastic screws. Erector sets. I was thinking today about things in my life.
About what?
Things in my life, like President Kennedy getting killed, or, landing on the moon in '69. Landmarks, I went to Europe in high school on a high school trip in '72.
312. 312.
And then the wall was still up between
0931.
East Germany and East Berlin and West Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
And, it seems, in my mind, it wasn't that long ago, but you really think about, that's some serious history when the Soviet Union built a wall in East Germany, East Berlin. I mean, that's just some scary stuff. And the reason I was thinking of that is that new movie about Reagan that's coming out, where they advertise.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't either, but they advertised Mr. Gorbachev tear down this wall, which Gorbachev eventually did. And then you remember when Gorbachev came here and visited, you were working.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, up on Summit Avenue there, we were providing security.
The coldest summer day of my lifetime, and we were all in short sleeve shirts.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Oh, it was terrible.
Well, you don't like the air conditioning you've been on. You turned it off a little bit ago. So
I did.
How cold do you think it was? I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it wasn't warm.
I mean, it was like in the 50s.
Yeah.
In the 50s in June is like 20 below in the winter.
Yeah. So that was cool. Gorbachev. You look back on history and you realize Gorbachev was responsible for a lot of reforms in the Soviet Union. Including the tearing down of the wall, arms deals, etc. But now the Soviet Union is back to where they were before then. So,
yeah. Oh, it says Dennis Quaid is going to play Reagan.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid.
I like him. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, Reagan was, of course, more moderate than today's versions of candidates back in the 80s. But the one thing that he did is, the one thing I do know, because, well, I'm not saying it's been pointed out to me, but Reagan used to write letters and handwritten notes to his wife all the time. And I should really do that.
Yeah, it's a lost art.
A lost art, a little handwritten note telling them how much you care about them.
Writing notes, writing letters.
Now we just send a text with a couple hundred emojis.
Kissy face, kissy face.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you know those two people that were yelling and screaming there, and you recognize them from the Live on Patrol video, just tell them to knock it off in the future. There's one common denominator between this and Burns a week ago. That'd be alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Alcohol. Well, the other guy wasn't arguing with his son.
Husband had the collar pulled in but laid back down. Hispanic male in his 20s, gray shirt and jeans.
Ah, my friend Elsie Taylor. It's she and her husband Dave Taylor's 25th anniversary coming up on September 4th.
Oh,
And
that's
Dave,
awesome.
Dave, she loves you more every year. And they are both backseaters too, so happy anniversary to you guys.
25? Is that what you said? 25 years?
27, I think. Yeah, 25th. 25. Way to go.
Yeah, if you can find a good match in life, it's a special blessing.
2361 report.
Very
I've been
true.
very, very lucky there. My wife Christine is my best friend, and what's going on at the Cherry Pit there? Anything?
Pretty quiet.
You got 3 on, right? I think.
I do.
Well, this one's on 3. I can't keep track of what's going on here. Well, no, it's 2, but I got the scan. Okay, then. So, I mean, I don't want to overstate this, but I also don't want to understate it, because the people that have come up to us at the fair this last week with the genuine thank yous
Mm-hmm.
have been touched my heart, to be honest with you. It's just, and there's a lot of different ways, lot of different stories, you know. Some people have had some medical conditions that they needed.
Fainted and then lapsed his back on the
So, I don't know. We appreciate it. To be honest with you, that's the kind of personal stuff that keeps you going when you're at a fair. I mean, we did a search warrant this morning on some guns over on the west side. Then I went to work and did all the administrative stuff, and then we came out to the fair later. But what motivates you to keep going is
190 and hoping that a 10-3. 366 going southbound.
366.
Over the alley. In the alley.
658 East Lawson.
461.
Oh boy.
He wanted to custody.
It was a fight at 658 East Lawson.
everyone else can slow. Go forth, one in custody.
Copy, squad's not on scene at the Lawson fight. Can slow. One in custody. Go for it.
How did it start?
Spanish speakers said people are physically fighting. Said the male that was fighting fainted and they took him away. Then they came back. Then people were yelling at the caller for having called the police. Something tells me it was probably
What else you got there?
That's it.
It's kind of interesting. So then
Then he took off running. One of them took off running when the squads arrived. And they now have him in custody.
I don't think the old people we were talking to were going to go for a run.
No, it's definitely different people.
Other side of the street. A little further down, too.
366, boss can come out for RA.
A lot of partying at the Cherry Pit.
Mm-hmm.
At 107.
As long as the road's closed, they should just see if they can take over the road.
Yeah.
Have a big street party. Cherry Pit, northwest corner, Minnehaha.
Big crowd tonight.
Yeah.
I got another mic click for you.
Usually not that big either.
Yeah, we're supposed to talk.
Well, they probably went to the state fair and then went out.
Copy, just checking. Copy.
102, we have Cannon respond here. We'll have another squad team here.
Alright, let's go. Let's go down 7th Street. White Bear is actually a little quieter than normal. It's kind of slow, but they got the road blocked there from the freeway.
Yes, it is.
So, can't really.
617, 620, we're off.
Copy.
Is your channel 3 radio on? I know
Yes.
you were playing with the scan there.
Yep.
Yeah, I missed that, Darren. I had the volume turned down. Can you say again?
Nope, I'm here. Go ahead, Dan. For you and anyone else on Intel, I didn't know if you copied that armed carjacking in Ardenelles.
Yeah, we got it in a thread, I think. And you're looking for that car, right?
Yeah, you from patrol deputies are still looking for it. And then we're just about to get done getting everybody booked in here, and then go from there. 322 squads with the caller.
Okay, you lost me. When you say get everybody booked, you're talking about from the fair?
Yep, affirmed. We're just delayed. They're waiting on a female CO to get the last one booked in, and then we'll be done.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I think, Darren, you got the plate in the thread, right? I think Emmerich put it out.
Yeah, I do have that up now.
And as a reminder, folks, it's FBY, like Frank Boy Yankee, 619. It's a dark gray 2020 Kia Forte, taken at gunpoint from the 3200 block in North Lexington.
What's the numbers again?
619. FBY 619.
And just remember, Fletch be young. Fletch be young. 619. Fletch be young. Yeah, I was on the Chad Hartman show last Monday on CCO Radio, and you can always listen to it on the web, folks, you backseaters. It's a good, interesting discussion. We were at the fair, but it was more, nuts and bolts about crime and stuff. But could you believe that guy live on the air forced me to tell my age? Well, what kind of, he wouldn't do that to a woman, right?
No, he wouldn't.
Oh, for crying out loud, Chad, what was that about? And there was a handful of people in the audience, although their audience is right in the sun, and Monday it was baking hot. You remember how hot it was?
It was horrible.
But there was a handful of people there. Is that channel 3?
102.
No.
102.
6-1. Y'all speak to the
Parked cars, I saw this on video. They're near Sylvan and Rice currently. Juveniles should be between 16 and 18 years old. One's going to be a black female, one white female, and a black male.
They're breaking into cars up there. And
one other gray hoodie, black hoodie, and then the female has afro curly hair.
I don't know what the cross is, but it's a county.
Yep. County Roads C in Sylvan.
Maplewood or us? Yeah, Little Canada. Anyhow, we're going to run up there as long as people are breaking into cars, folks. But, anyhow, the audience, I said to the audience, I said, well, how old do you think I look? And to their credit, all the audience went like this. What's that?
Now 112.
Well,
What
10,
is?
10.
No, come on.
55.
55, yeah, okay. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. 55. That's what the audience, I said, well, Chad, look at right there in the audience, they're saying 55. He says, but you ain't 55.
Well, it was 3 juveniles. I wonder if that Forte is going to be abandoned somewhere nearby.
But weren't the other ones in their 20s for the first one? I don't know. Would you give up a car that you worked that hard to carjack? Maybe you would. Well, we're going to go find out, folks. We're going up to Sylvan and Rice. County Road C, you said?
Yes.
On our side. That's an unusual place. We don't usually get cars broken into there.
For some reason, they think they live in the area.
There is that. There's the apartment complex right down the street. The 153 Little Canada Road.
Well, while we're on our way there,
Yeah.
we want to express our condolences to Scott Wilmer, Amy, Weiss, Zachary, and the family and friends of Doug Wilmer of Pine River, formerly of St. Paul. He was an avid backseater who wholeheartedly supported RCSL. In keeping with his generous spirit, Doug's family dropped off 40 $15 gift cards at the sheriff's tent at the state fair this week.
Thank you for mentioning that. I got the box in the back seat, but it said in honor of, but I didn't have the details, about what had happened. So thank you for getting the details.
Absolutely.
I know it was in honor of Doug, but I didn't know what the heck happened. But now we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those gift cards that we've been giving away tonight are from them. So
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And prayers are with you all.
Yeah. That was really kind of you to come out to the fair. I know they were looking for us, but we didn't connect, so they dropped them off. With mercy to Heidel. We did get them. We did get them.
Well, Nancy and Jim Chermak are celebrating their 27th wedding anniversary. August 29th, so I guess that was yesterday. And they both have their birthdays August 30th.
Well, stand by for impact.
Tanner Johnson's daughter was born August 11th. Her name's Sophia. Congratulations. Jennifer Rue had birthday August 25th. Love from Connor Hodge. Stephen Hoffman, August 25th. Alan Zupert turned 35 on the 29th from his favorite mother-in-law. So, happy birthday and happy anniversary to all of you.
Can you double check that comments he added were on this call we're going to? What squad got dispatched?
2161 and 2361.
Yeah, I think it was 66, so nobody's there yet.
Apparently the complainant has video.
Okay.
3 juveniles. Looks like 2 males and 1 female. One wearing a gray hoodie, one wearing a black hoodie. The female has an afro, a curly afro. Last seen southbound on Spruce. On foot.
Spruce.
Correct.
But originally it was on C between Rice and Sylvan, correct?
2653 Sylvan.
Well, let's go find some auto thieves.
Clear right. Clear.
So, obviously, time delays are critical. You turn the heat on if you're cold, Pat. Jesus.
I was just shutting down the vents.
All right, so this is still.
What'd she say?
I don't know if they're the callers or what. Tell them we're hunting the bad guys.
Hi, we're looking for some bad guys who were trying to
What are you
break
guys
into a
doing
car.
up here?
We was outside. You got some gift cards?
I do, but I'll be back because I'm looking for people breaking into cars.
We're gonna have to
finna
come back.
leave.
You
Okay,
didn't-
wait.
You didn't see
No,
the
No,
boys,
we've got to
did you?
find some
You
people
didn't see-
breaking into
where are you
cars.
guys?
Sorry.
Where are you guys coming from?
Our friend house. We finna go home.
Down here? We'll be back.
Just for y'all live.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yep.
We'll
Are
be
you
back.
are you going to be walking that way?
Well, if you want to get card, you're gonna have to stick around. Did you see anybody breaking into cars? Well then.
110.
Does it look like they live over there? Well, we didn't see any males, but there is 3. Those are females.
181 clear squad's unfunded.
They said going on Spruce, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna go south on Spruce. See if we can find Sounds like there was a party in the neighborhood, probably, huh?
Yeah.
2361 area.
Come in.
There, right there. Just went to the right by this mailbox. Got your flashlight?
Yep.
Right here. Hear the jump the fence?
Thanks. Yep, there they go.
There they go. Well, you should just get on the radio on channel Central. Here.
Yep.
You got Central on?
Yep.
What's the address? 2603 Spruce, running west.
2755. The suspects on Sylvan are running west from 2603 Spruce. Just jumped the fence into the backyard.
There you have it.
Near 2603 Spruce, and then they jumped the fence into the backyard.
Looked like a blue, like a football jersey one of them was wearing.
Anybody out here?
Everyone possibly wearing a blue football jersey.
No matter what they're wearing. Sue. We'll stay on Spruce for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
As long as we can cover the whole.
And 2755, 2409. Both be in the area here. Squad just went by.
There's two of them.
Yep, to the west.
I heard two kids jump. You know, the first one I heard before we saw them, and then the second one we heard after we saw them. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the street here. So folks, we're gonna watch Spruce Street. The thing is, we don't actually have a crime committed yet. We know that there was a caller that saw the kids, thought they were breaking into cars. Someone's gonna have to call maybe you can call the caller, Pat, find out where the car was they were breaking into.
Somebody just posted to ring the kids.
2165 right here.
Copy.
Where was that? Do you know?
This one.
I know, but
This
where-
call.
I know that. Where was the video taken?
On Sylvan.
Let's
Let
just
me
call
go.
her.
Let me go to the computer.
Let's call her and see if there was a crime committed, or we can go check the car.
You can do this into the vehicle.
I call her. I got it. Where's my phone?
Got it.
Type it in there for me.
I got it here. Okay. Nicholas.
Maybe a squad is with them. Is this Nick? Pardon me? Did you call about kids breaking into a car? This is the
2161,
sheriff's
show me the
office.
cop's address. I'll be with the
You
video
didn't.
footage.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Copy
Thank
that.
you.
Cops
Bye.
address for
Bye.
video footage. 159.
7323 LAC.
Pull that computer over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put, it should be 366. Sorry.
286, the Impala is still here.
Is that our squad standing there?
286, can you have a license plate for me?
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
King Victor.
So I'd wake
David,
some poor guy
355.
up. Our apologies to Todd. Now you probably gave me another wrong number. I'm going to wake up Julie. All right, hopefully the squad's over there talking to him.
5183. 5183. I will take a line on routine, cleared in mass ingestion. Stillman and Fairview.
All right.
286. Copy, Stillman and Fairview Street.
I'm going to use San Juan Central.
Okay.
Can you tell me who that vehicle was? Disregard.
$2,400 to the squads on C and Sylvan. Can one of you check with the comp to see if there is a crime? One of those cars got broken into or not?
$2161 is out there right now with the count.
Thank you. We'll hold the eastern perimeter at Spruce until you decide if we have a crime.
Twenty-one 2166, I come from Route 505 Harriet, apartment 1311. Suspicious. While I was alone, I could hear someone knocking on the window last knock about 2 minutes ago. See a shadow by your window, but it's not giving me.
I didn't even hear the first one hit the fence. You have good ears.
Well, I saw the first one crawl, and then I heard the fence, and then when we saw the other guy, he went over. But obviously, the video of those kids didn't look anything like the females we were talking to, right?
No,
So,
absolutely
just
not.
so all our viewers are clear, they were not, didn't look anything like the suspects. Now, whether or not they came from the same gathering is a whole other thing, right?
Very true.
Very possible the party was broken up and 3 of the kids tried to steal a car to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hear dogs barking now. I hear dogs barking now. Guess they could be barking at us.
You're losing something off your phone there.
Oh yeah, my cover's totally off. Just face the reality. Things get old, they fall apart. I need a new cover. Yeah, they probably were from the same group.
Mm-hmm.
But they dressed different than that. The sweatpants and stuff didn't match any of the girls we were looking at there.
No, not even close.
But that's not to say they wouldn't have tried to distract us to slow us down. And obviously they knew we were coming, right?
Good point.
It sounds like we do not have a crime.
Copy, sounds like we do not have a crime at this time.
All right.
Okay then.
But we're still going to be on the lookout for 3 kids in the neighborhood. Trying to steal a car. I know how to do this. I'm an expert at this. Now, folks, if you're a neighbor, there's some kids that are in your backyard, but we don't know where they are, and we don't really have. But now you wake up, you check your alarms, and you check your video, see what's going on, right?
Yep.
Gee. Well, they're around somewhere.
Yeah.
How's that canine working out?
Good.
Good. You are live right now, so your mom, of course, is going to hear you. You know, Therma number 14. Let me turn that off for you. Sorry about that. There's still we did see some kids jumping the fences, so there are some kids out here prowling. You know.
Copy, we'll be in the area checking. Possibly
Yeah.
overflow from a party earlier tonight.
Oh, really? Because we ran into 4 over here, girls. They told us they were at a party, but they wouldn't tell us where. So was that Ruth? They're probably looking for a ride out of the area. So we're going to go back and win that national championship. You know, I'm going to get 5 more dogs. You guys will be, you know, come on. We're going to bring your dad back as a trainer. Yeah. Got to get him out of the house. Yeah, my wife says you're one of the most creative Facebook people that there are. Oh, you guys had your draft, right?
Yeah.
Your fantasy football draft.
Yeah.
And that was a nice production you made. But even before that, my wife says you're always posting cute stuff about kids, clever stuff. You know, I'm not as clever as you though.
Oh.
No, but I appreciate you. All right, see you.
See you later.
So they're in here somewhere, bedded down, getting bit by mosquitoes carrying
I was thinking
triple E virus. Triple E virus.
I was thinking the exact same
Triple
thing.
E virus.
Getting eaten by mosquitoes.
11 people have died from the triple E virus from mosquitoes. Did you know that?
No.
11 people.
I thought you were making that up.
No, it's a triple E virus. And the West Nile is attacking as well. Only 2 people have died from West Nile. You're gonna get triple E virus, boys.
Any of it local?
I don't know about that, but as long as you're asking about local death, listeria from boar's head meat is hitting one here local.
Really?
Yeah. You can't. Well, boar's head sliced up. It's the prepackaged boar's head stuff that you got to be leery of. But I mean, if they cut it at the deli for you, it's okay. They say that listeria can sit on a cutting edge for months.
Mm.
Well, you see, we're not going to leave right away, folks, because we want them to be stuck out in the cold. Well, it's not really very cold.
You stay out in it long enough, it is.
Well, that's right. Pat, maybe turn the air conditioner off. Of course, it's only 67 degrees outside. So you probably
How
don't-
dare I?
You probably don't need one. Stark. Tony Stark. Those Avengers shows are pretty good, I gotta admit.
I like all of those.
Should probably clear us. Since you can't clear me, well, we can wait a little bit. Wait a little bit until we find these children running.
2759.
But that was good information from that like south on.
Mm-hmm.
South on Spruce. We got our lights on, folks. We're looking for more runners. If we had a crime, we could have pulled the canine out, but we can't really bite them. We haven't actually committed a crime yet. That's the... Oh, so this is interesting. So this is Stark. That came up.
You calling for Dan?
This is where the girls were.
Yeah, they're calling you on Ramsey Central.
And the girls went over here to these.
Copy, thank you.
To this apartment over here. There was a car that pulled in ahead of them. Did you notice that when we were talking to them? They were distracted.
I thought they kept going.
Well, they might have, but they're in this lot.
Traffic for 2759.
Paper, I'm just checking to see if you're still on that transport.
Negative, I'll be clearing momentarily. Thank you.
Well, there's apartments here, there's apartments there. Well, I told them if they waited, we'd come back, but they weren't interested in waiting, were they?
No.
So we're in Little Canada, folks, in case you're wondering. That's Sylvan Street there. It's a dead end. Spruce is a dead end too, I think. Pretty sure. Gotta come out sooner or later. Maybe we should play that game. Ollie, ollie, and freedom. Come out wherever you are. See, the problem is somebody's house is probably gonna get, some car is gonna get broken into if they don't, if we don't find them. Hiding in the back yard. There's no way for us to get back in each yard. Look. A lot of people have motion alarms though now. They should be, if they're back there, somebody's should be going off. Is over here too. They could have run into. That's the other problem here. Any of these homes, they could have run through, broke through, and got to the back. I'm a little surprised nobody's woken up. Aren't you? I mean, there's no lights on. People are just still sleeping. A lot of them got motion lights, though.
Yep. Noticing that.
202 arriving in Rice Street.
Well, I'm sure the other mark squads will keep an eye on this area for a while. But we're going to leave it. Done our due diligence here. Right here, we're into the mobile home housing area there. There's a car wash. My kid uses that car wash. He claims it's one of the best. Reasonable price, cheapest, and it's, you know, you wash it yourself.
Right.
Clean it yourself. Right off of Rice and Demont. You know, there's a reason for everything in life. I mean, we don't always know what it is, and a lot of times it's not revealed for some time.
Yeah.
As you go through life, and sometimes, you know, you pray for things and they don't happen, and sometimes those unanswered prayers are really God looking out what's best for you. You know that, right?
Sure.
So sometimes when you end up southbound on Rice Street from Demont, there's a reason.
And I think I can guess what that reason is.
You never know where God's going to lead you. You just don't know. Oh, look at that, Pat. So we hardly ever get up here.
I know it.
Yeah, I think these cars gotta go. It's a green light. It's a green light. Yes, backseaters, we're gonna make a quick stop here for some yummy food at McDonald's. Looks like there's a lot of Uber Eats people in line there to pick up their food. Look at them all. Tell that guy he didn't go in the appropriate line.
Squad 162. 165.
I mean, I know you're not really. Hey, you got any hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
From all the hands we shook today?
Yep.
Before we eat?
175. 178.
281.
181.
That's good.
Anybody else good?
Well, maybe
Running
not.
low.
Was that it?
Anyone else on channel 1 for
I'm good.
EOT?
I'm good. What are we gonna have? Are you having anything? Are you having a one cheeseburger?
I'm done trying to ask for one slice of cheese on my.
Are you getting anything?
Yeah, I'll just a plain hamburger. No cheese, no nothing.
Oh, Jesus.
Just a hamburger.
One hamburger plain.
One hamburger.
You don't even want a piece of cheese on it.
No.
They're only going to put one piece of cheese on the
I
hamburger.
don't want any cheese.
What's this anti-cheese fetish? When did it start? Come on, inquiring minds want to know.
The basic cheeseburger, I don't really care for.
Yeah. Wow.
So without cheese,
I might get a big one.
Without
but you're
cheese,
afraid
I'll
if you
be
get
fine.
the big one, you're going to get 2 slices.
Yeah, and I don't like 2 slices.
I know,
of cheese.
but we have to know why.
It's just
Personal preference is what you're going to say.
exactly.
But yeah, but folks, backseaters, we still want to know why. What is it? The type of cheese?
Well, that's probably a part of it.
Did something bad happen to you when you were young that your dad made you eat?
I used to always be a lots of cheese guy, but not so much anymore.
Okay. No. Do we got enough fluids?
I do.
I would like 1 quarter pounder with just cheese. Well, actually the onions too. I think they call them slivered. What?
2 quarter pounders only cheese?
No, 1 quarter pounder with cheese and onions.
Anything else?
And then 1 hamburger plain.
Anything else?
Nothing on the hamburger. Yeah, why not? Large Mountain Dew.
We don't have the mango. I have the
Mellow yellow.
and the Dr. Pepper.
You have mellow yellow, right?
Is that you?
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
I wish I had a picture. I would have posted that picture of this order. Of your little hamburger with nothing on it. And for the record, he's got his own Mountain Dew. He didn't bring me one today. So that's why I had to order one, folks. Okay, and if you kids up there on Spruce are still hiding and listening, we're coming back as soon as we get our hamburgers.
I'm gonna find you.
Sir, County Squad calling.
Are we clear or are we still on that call?
We're still on it. Do you want me to clear us?
Yeah.
2755 and 2400 are clear.
Copy. 146.
That car's got a muffler that's got a hole in it.
Indeed.
How are you? Thank you for your smile.
(286-214), where are you at?
How are you doing? Are you doing good?
Yeah.
You like your job?
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
Are you studying or going to school?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to school or studying?
No, I'm done.
Are you? So what's your plan?
I'm planning to get just my license for cosmetology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's a tip for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so
Have a
nice.
good one.
Nice day.
Thank you. Nice young lady, huh?
Yeah, very pleasant.
I love when people are smiley like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bring some happiness into the world. You know, and there are not a lot of people working. How are you? How are you?
Good, man. You?
Good, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Hey, can
you.
I get a couple salts? Just for the record, you know, I gave up fries.
Yes, you did.
What do we got here? Salt. Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing? Good.
I know you like salt.
Yes. Thank you.
Save one for me. You know, this used to be a Hardee's way back.
This Arby's?
Yeah. You know, Hardee's was a pretty... Oh, Jesus, Pat, will you slow down? Holy mackerel. How do you expect me to eat while you're driving like that? We're going to have a bite of our burgers before we go any further. And did you get yours or not?
I did. And you can use...
I got
2/3 of it left.
Oh, you want me to use leftover salt? We're saving money now, folks.
Thank you for the burger.
I didn't get any pepper. I should have got some pepper. All right, well, this is going to be yummy. Listen carefully to whether you're hearing a quarter pounder with cheese and onion versus a hamburger.
Oh, my good friend Chrissy Lindrud, I gotta say happy birthday to. She had her birthday on Monday the 26th. Dear friend of mine, happy birthday to you. And longtime backseater Barb Mueller is who had a serious, I believe it was her ankle she broke, and was in assisted care for quite a while. Just she's out of her wheelchair now and in a boot. So I hope you continue to get better, Barb.
10 copy.
I mean, seriously, Pat.
283.
You see how much bigger mine is? You have to keep talking because you got a smaller burger.
I'll be following a line into Regions.
I'll be following a line of Regions at 150.
It's been kind of a long day.
And we're going to wrap up here in 20 minutes. We got to be back at the fair tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I might put that mother-daughter team on our cover page. Live on Patrol cover page, you know, the first people we ran into.
Oh.
Yelling at us. All right.
5182, copy route to 1175 Rose Lawn. For the disturbance, colors are set because people are playing basketball at the court in the park, and their vehicles are parked there with their lights shining on the court. There's bud to assist.
It should not be there. Interesting.
5180 also.
5181. 5181. Can I get a second to my location?
5384.
Copy.
Buttons on that other phone. So, I guess there was some people shot in Burnsville tonight. Did you ever get the update on that? Yeah.
Burnsville.
Yeah, take a look at Crime Watch. Well, we were at the fair.
Oh, I do remember hearing something about that.
21619, copy on route 2900 right for the alarm. It's audible, covers general park. There's bud to assist.
Let's see what Crime Watcher has to say about the shooting.
Officers shut down Red Oak Park on River Hills Drive after a report of a shooting with at least 2 victims, including one with a gunshot wound to the head and the other with a leg injury. A third gunshot victim, believed to be related, showed up at the hospital at 8:30 p.m. The area has been locked down as officers from multiple agencies search for the suspects and interview witnesses. Several witnesses reportedly fled the shooting into the woods, and officers are working to find those witnesses. State Patrol flight was en route as of 8:45 p.m. No updates from that.
Terrifying, huh?
Very.
I don't know the particulars. I do have some more information that I can't release publicly. But terrifying.
Thank you for the burger.
Well, it was you that said, I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
What was his name? Wimpy? Was that it?
I think it was somebody like that. Yeah. Talking about Olive Oil, Brutus, all the characters on Popeye.
I am what I am.
That was really lucky. Is there a person in the doorway over there?
Yep.
Is he doing anything constructive? Looks like he's leaving, maybe.
Yeah.
We gotta go by Bourne's. We gotta go by the Foundry too, huh? Before we head home.
I suppose.
Foundry should be wrapped up. They wrap up earlier.
Yeah. Foundry's already closed.
You know this bar, to its credit, the Blues Saloon, we don't get many calls. They seem to run a good show. But, we see the people leaving. I don't know, a lot of them are in cowboy hats. That's kind of a high Hispanic, right? Latino population there.
Linder Manda wants us to give a shout out for Shane's birthday. He turned 49 yesterday. From your entire family, especially your son.
We're going to stop giving shout outs for people that are more than 20 years younger than us. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a plan.
Because it's just depressing to think about all the young people that are out there. Come on, let's shoot for some older birthdays.
Two male subjects to be in front of the door at 157.
Back to channel 3 here.
I just put this one on scan.
Uber.
The time flies by. You know that, right?
Faster all the time.
Yeah.
So we got to open door at the front of the business.
Have the open door on the front of the business. Is where the person is.
4-6.
We are on Rice Street, southbound, folks.
This is copy for a woman's complaint at 1793 Keene Avenue at the Maple Mall Transit Center. There is a juvenile waving a gun in the air. Says that he is inside the shelter. It's a black male, 15, dress wearing glasses, white shirt, with brown and gray shorts.
See that bar there, or the clubhouse, the old clubhouse there? I think it's busy.
4-6 comes, you can show me
I
arriving.
never get calls there, but
Not often.
credit there.
6-7 traffic control Tangled.
Assuming that the Maplewood police officers will get there long before we could, but report of a man waving a gun at the bus stop over there at Transit Center.
447 agent, and I'm going to go.
Well, let's see what's going on down here.
Consultant 6-1 will be in train.
Seems to be busy.
Don't need the whole day right now.
Okay, we'll be entering the bingo hall at 2 o'clock.
How's everyone? Looks like our buddy right there in a white shirt. He's sober though. That's not his birthday today.
You think it's him?
Well, I don't know. I mean, seems.
Young feds?
What's-
Young feds walking around like
Was he calling us feds or what? What was he doing?
I have no idea what they're saying.
why you down here?
I don't know.
What you doing down here? Huh?
After you, ladies.
Why are you wasting our money on bullshit down here when niggas is drinking?
Oh, I want to hear more.
White folks drink.
I want to hear more about
or
what you got
corporate,
to say.
Or middle of America drink.
I got to hear it. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Whole bunch of guys. What the fuck you down here?
Pardon me?
Oh, this your America. It's yours.
Everybody's America.
You own it, so therefore you can shit on us. That's the way it looks.
I don't know, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
You are running.
That guy's. How's everybody?
Hello.
I don't know. I think it's time for everybody to go home. I'm just really disappointed in some humans. How's everyone?
Oh, sweet. Check this out.
Hey. Pilot? I'm a pilot now? I may be a pirate, but I'm a pilot.
That's 201.
I don't know. Everybody's hanging out now. What's going on?
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing?
Everybody's so drunk tonight. What the heck? After you, ma'am. What do we got for refreshments?
Huh?
What do we got for refreshments?
Juice and
Juice.
iced tea.
Iced tea.
Perfect. Nice and healthy.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. I think what I've discovered, Pat. You know, we've been out here a long time, and I think there's more and more people moving in from out of town that don't know us.
Oh, for sure.
You know, because a lot of this clientele recently at Burns has just been, you know,
I can double check the.
well intoxicated, but surprisingly disrespectful.
I'm sorry, you had background. It was hard to hear you. Go again.
There's a very loud and obnoxious alarm going off.
Got me.
Well, the
Loud
alarm-
and obnoxious
the
alarm.
alarm
We'll
can't
check
be
the previous
obnoxious.
to see if there's a key holder.
Is everything okay? You putting gas in or what?
Huh?
Oh, good for you. That was nice.
Not out of gas. We just get gas.
Well, that was nice of them to help you. Hi, folks.
Hello.
Goodbye.
What's going on? They're not even that bright, the lights. They're from the side, not even from the top. You know. By the way, that guy that was yelling at us earlier had a headphones on. I don't know what he was listening to, but it couldn't have been too good.
Must have been something making him
Oh,
angry.
here he is again. Is your window down?
Yeah.
Hey, ask him if you've seen the two guys that own America. Ask him.
How you doing?
I know you here. Yes, bright.
See, he said you own America, so I wanted to ask him if he's drunker than a skunk. I don't know where that phrase came from, drunk as a skunk.
I don't either.
But it's really it fits in that particular case. You know, the thing is,
Heavy code 4
some
and
people
205.
are worried about getting caught buying drugs down here. But that's not really our primary role, folks. We're just trying to keep the peace.
Exactly.
Keep the peace. We don't want people shooting at each other. You know,
23 and 120.
I mean, not us, but the people. I mean, the bar is supposed to close.
I was unable to locate key holder information. I'm just being called back to the alarm company.
Copy.
Anthony and Hamlin for an accident hit and run started at the White Castle. The caller suspects that the suspect is DK as he was slurring his speech. He left and then has since come back and is taunting and arguing with the caller. White male, possibly 50s, 6-foot, heavy build, wearing a gray t-shirt and tan shorts. Vehicles involved are a dark gray BMW and a blue Ford Fusion.
Sure, copy.
You thought for 1 second.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Aren't you glad you're not an alcoholic?
Yeah.
I feel bad for people that are. I mean,
2365, code 4, kilo.
We put forth the key holder at 2.
Not a good way to go through life.
I never started because I was always worried. My love of fluids that I might end up drinking too much. I didn't like people in my family circle that did drink too much.
Can you start medic routine for transport?
Copy, are they cleared in?
Okay.
Alright, well, let's call it a night.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you.
3 times we drove by.
Yep.
Well, you wouldn't want us to be in the neighborhood to keep you from getting shot. That group was complaining every time we drove by.
Mm-hmm. Well, can you wrap it?
Well, I quit till we get closer to headquarters. Closer to headquarters. Look at that picture. It's like moonscape.
Really is.
White lines. Moonscape.
Squad 318.
My wife and I went to see it.
318.
Or maybe we watched it on TV because it was
Nearby, search 2, 312.
Fly Me to the Moon.
At 209.
I enjoyed it. It's cute.
320, clear by.
Who's in that?
Well, we had this argument
Yeah, 209.
about how to pronounce it. Tatum, Channing?
Is
that what we decided?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
That's the guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Handsome fella.
And then Scarlett Johansson was the other one.
Oh, okay.
She's cute.
Oh.
225,
I
where you at?
adore her.
Just leaving team. I just grabbed
She's a good actress because she can play different roles.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't. Oh, and they had her husband in there for like a cameo. 15
Her real
seconds.
husband?
Yeah, the one from Saturday Night Live. He was in there from. He's a news guy, one of the 2 news guys.
Mm.
You don't know who it is?
Nope.
have your backlights.
Yeah, that's the new standard protocol for live on patrol.
100.
100.
That way we never get
Police
rear-ended.
requesting assistance. They have 5 motorbikes that are fleeing from a trooper eastbound 94 at Dale.
Eastbound 94 at Dale.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yep.
All right.
100 will assist with the perimeter if vehicles are stopped, but we're not going to intercede on their stopping motorcycles.
Well, we're not going to either, but
Copy that.
might make.
Clubs can assist on a perimeter, not to be involved in the chase at all. They are going to be on LTAC 1 for info only. Again, eastbound 94 from Dale. They are in
You
pursuit.
going to LTEC 1 for us?
Yep.
I heard them. There's good to hear them now.
Oh, yeah. There.
Copy that. Beach
2 miles down the road.
Oh, we might as well score them up 35.
For the squad, state is in pursuit of 5 motorcycles going eastbound 94 from John, Ireland. They're on LTAC 1. Squad 212.
South 52 from 94.
South 52 from 94.
Jeez, already?
Southbound 52 from 94.
Well, it's going to be a tough catch up.
No, Lafayette, speed 100, light traffic. Speed if it's okay.
Yeah, we're going to follow too, but do not be primary in pursuit, but you can help them as it ends.
Sounds good. Southbound 52 from Vale, speed 130, no traffic.
Jesus.
If light will possibly launch.
130 miles an hour. That's insane.
That's insane.
4436.
And that's, imagine if you
Can you
just
call Council to when you get hit?
Walking out.
did a little motorcycle.
Flight is launching now.
Copy, southbound 52 from Concord, speed 130, light traffic.
It's confusing because when we come the other way, you go to the right, left side. And when you come to this side, you go to this side for 52. So, I'm not really a big fan of this new design down here. This corner's ugly. I'd like to be chasing a guy at 100 miles an hour on this corner. Is it my seatbelts are ringing or what's wrong? Oh, because I have an on so long.
South 52 from Butler, speed 130, light traffic.
130. Well, see, I don't like driving at 130, Pat.
Southbound 52 from Butler.
I don't even like driving at 2 o'clock. But, that was humor. 1:30, 2 o'clock. And we can definitely.
And I copy, I shut it down. See which way you went.
You tried to stop, I can't see if you crashed or not.
He probably did crash. We're probably going to come across some dead motorcycle parts.
Yeah.
We'll go down there to pick up the pieces.
Really?
4436.
Badge, I'll be in the area checked in. I can't see if you're sure wrecked, but I don't hear.
What do you say?
He can't say for sure he wrecked, but he can't hear him anymore.
Just hold it for a second.
But he was Butler when he was passing. Well, the cameras ought to be able to see him. We're going to be on the lookout for a wreck here at Butler. All it takes at 130 miles an hour just takes an uneven surface to lose your friction.
Any idea if they made that curve that's up around?
Negative. Last I saw is where you kind of stopped in the middle of the intersection. I don't know if there's a road right ahead of it. If there is,
He must have got off or what?
I'm not sure.
I have to ask him if he got off on Butler before I get there.
5384. 5386.
Alright, copy. We can drop the dash then.
Did it get off on Butler?
5182, I can take a code enforcement on place.
Be Wentworth.
It's okay.
5384. Rice and Elmer for welfare check. We have a female laying on the ground on the corner. She is consciously breathing. They just want We're going to be checking on.
And that's, I believe this is a roundabout. I think.
Yeah.
53-4, I copy. All boys.
Yeah.
Trooper lost. First class in the area. Last seen, X-Scene 52 from Thompson. Unknown direction of travel from there. Probably 1 or 2 minutes ago.
Look over in a ditch over here too. It would be the first time a motorcycle ended up in one of these ditches. There's a path right there.
What was it?
Path in the grass, but it came back out. It didn't go in. Let's assume the worst. It crashed right there, straight ahead. Right?
Yep.
Looking for a sports bike. Possibly blue or purple in color.
He had to go in there probably if he was doing 130, right?
You'd think.
We'll call it 240 5th Street. For a male going back and forth from trying to get in the building.
356 Metro.
Here, West Garlic is
Pull right up into that driveway there.
We don't know where he went, but he might have crashed.
Someone was overdosing. So they're saying there's over 24 people scrambling, looking for Narcan and scaring other customers. Medics are going to stand by.
You got LTAC on?
Yes.
1533 Waterloo as well.
They were breaking down the patch though.
Yeah, but he's talking about
Copy.
Checking for crash at 1533 Waterloo Avenue at 217.
1533 Waterloo.
What's that?
What?
Right there under my light. Oh, never mind. That's the street.
I don't know where Waterloo is, but I think it's right down the road. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, yeah.
God, he had to crash in here somewhere.
Metro, did flight get airborne?
Report Maple Falls, Washington County just had a sports bike accident in them. Lunchtime 36 of 694. Assistant code 8218.
For a minute.
The light?
Yeah.
Oh.
5181 code 4. Copy code for 219.
There's his face mask.
What do you think?
I don't know if he wrecked out or not. I didn't really see
6104.
sign of a crash at that intersection.
6104.
But you said you stopped hearing him once you passed
door
it.
Yeah, I
Miracle
rolled my window
Forest.
down, couldn't hear him take
What's
off
that? What's
anyway.
that laying there?
Is that a face mask?
That's his visor, so that's why I'm trying to think. He's got to be close.
Could he be in the woods right there or not?
I don't know. We got flight coming. So.
Okay. All right.
5384. Car is clear, assisted.
He gotta be around here somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
His face mask fell off. If that's his face mask.
128,
But at
copy
100
your
miles
arriving.
an hour,
Party
you
is
can
still
go a
unconscious.
long way.
Is breathing. Has been given 2 doses
But
of
there usually be
Narcan.
parts
Possibly went into a
thrown
seizure.
apart, right? Huh.
Metro 356. Go ahead. Go ahead, copy. Metro, please search the area.
220.
Yes. We can clear the main, though.
What's in there? I mean, we gotta look for places that.
Mm-hmm.
220.
Oh, back up for me, please.
I can't. I got carbon. Squad. I can't go any back. Do you see something?
I thought I saw something.
Well, just step out there and take a look at him. I mean, who knows? He had to crash somewhere. You're gonna find him and save his life. Bet.
Patrol still reserving LTAC 1 for a pursuit in the area of 5210. 126 by XR, code 4 to come in.
Copy.
You see something? Or just... I thought I did. Okay.
You can change this in there way and send me the alarm.
Oh, do they?
Alarm at 1244 County Road.
Back on LTAC or not?
No, he's not pursuing anymore, but he went 62 westbound to Minneapolis.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. He thinks Mendota had it on their frequency. 62 westbound. So we are pretty much out of it at that point.
Yes, indeed.
Copy the DOC with a flag back for 88 Maryland Avenue East of McDonald's for a male who had been refusing to leave.
Well, there was another one going. Washington County was chasing one too.
Yeah, like 36 and...
I don't know, did they lose that one?
Haven't heard anything more.
Yeah, 222.
I got my seatbelt on.
I got mine on now.
Why don't they, when they do that, they have the ability to make a song play rather than just boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Why not make it something
song.
pleasant?
Make a song, yeah. You know, like in our case, if you're happy and you know what.
Oh my God.
Well, all I can say is that young man was obviously very lucky.
Very.
I shouldn't assume it was a man either. But 85% of our crimes
odds are.
123.
123.
And 120, I got a cancellation on your call. Compost to cancel because they went home.
Copy. Thank you.
123 and 120 instead. Could you go to an assault to 1120 West University at the White Castle? Male just pulled a gun on the comp. Scared him as a black male, 20 to 30 years old, 5'4",
Darren, I think we're
build,
gonna
black
call it a
hoodie,
night if you want to head west.
and possibly an employee, or the caller's an employee.
Sounds good. Have a great night. Copy. You're out.
You're working a fair tomorrow then?
And 100, do you copy that call?
I will be out there. Copy.
Alright, thank you.
224.
224. Well, we did our 2 hours anyhow.
Yes, we did.
Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, Darren.
Hi, Abdi. Good work with you the past 9 days.
Yeah, you're a good man, Abdi. You did a nice job tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
120. Could you confirm if the suspect is on foot or anything?
Make sure
Copy.
we talk on Monday about your timesheet so we get that straightened out.
356 Metro.
Or I guess it'd be Tuesday, but get a hold of Kyle Meestead Tuesday morning.
Weekend drop out that moves in there and you
Copy that, boss.
intersection on the camera. Relay the information. Otherwise, info will be having a match out there going to 225 and starting to count resistance.
Well, this is the city.
Yes, it is.
123.
Not the city of souls like Los
For
Angeles.
clarification, the caller is saying that
City
the
of
suspect
Saints.
that pulled the gun is an employee
There
at
you
the
go.
White Castle.
Oh, the guy pulled the guns on an employee.
Copy.
Well, you know what? Some guy was probably mad about the cheese.
And the caller does not wish to
Probably.
meet with
Right?
officers. and
That's
leaving the
right.
area.
That's what he had to pull a gun because the guy was arguing about 2 slices
All
of
right.
cheese, 1 slice of
Thank
cheese.
you.
226.
No, we wanted the, what's that White Castle you would get with the peppers?
Jalapeno cheeseburger.
Jalapeno cheeseburger.
100, can you repeat the last transmission?
Confirm the suspect for the caller is an employee at the White Castle. Caller does not want to meet with officers and is leaving the area. Was uncooperative.
Well, you obviously...
Hit 226.
You obviously said something to the poor guy in the White Castle window. What do you think it was?
Good question.
I think I gotta go way over, right?
Yes, you do.
In the old days, we just went straight right onto 7th Street.
Yep.
It was a thing of beauty. Now, somebody with some...
This is a horrible...
Some crazy person. I don't know who this is. If it's a relative of yours, I apologize. But gotta be one of the worst designed exits. 94 East, 94 West, and it backs up on during rush hour. The backup to get off onto the freeway is enormous.
It's backed up from about noon on. It's crazy.
Someone should fix it. Seems like wasted road down here too, but I say just go back to the old ways. You could still have an eastbound 94, but make the west boundaries. Go up to Uni and cut over.
Yeah, really.
That was your responding.
Negative. Defensive.
319. I'm glad it's down to 319. If we break $3, that will be cool.
That'll be very cool.
But I remember when it was 19.9.
Yeah.
I'm probably not down in Texas when you were growing up. Texas. Well, those oil kingdoms down there. Well, what is the date today?
It is 31st.
Is it already or is it 30th? I don't know.
31st.
31st?
Yep. It definitely is.
So August 31st?
Yep.
Saturday, the 31st?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, folks, if you didn't get a chance to watch our earlier broadcast from the fair, you might find it of interest.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.
6104, buildings clear.
Don't get stung by a mosquito, you might catch triple E.
Watch out for them skeeters. Well, folks, thank you for riding with us tonight. And we'll see you.
I'm gonna pull up to the gas pump before we go. Pat. Oh. Jeez, Pat, will you quit driving like that? Hey, and if there's any other shout-outs you want to do while we're on.
We are done with all our shout-outs.
Okay, well, you did great. You're 10-8 and great, as Dave McCrae used to say, custodian of the jail. How you doing, Dave? 10-8 and great.
So, wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
All right, folks. Thanks for being with us. And see you next time we go live. Keep being kind.